So this is our third day living in Merazonia, just outside of Mera, Ecuador. We're pretty much living in the middle of the jungle. It's one large shared dorm room with bathrooms that are a walk away, so if you wake up in the middle of the night, it's kind of terrifying going out with like all the jungle things out there. One thing I've definitely noticed is all the insects and arthropods are like giant sized. I saw a cockroach yesterday that was literally this big. There's crazy things out here. Oh, and we saw a fer-de-lance yesterday. They call it Eckies because it has like the kind of X on its body, but that's the famous / infamous venomous snake in this area, and we saw one on our second day. That's where we sleep, in the bottom part, and then the dining room area is up in the top. This is our very dark living quarters. Even during the daytime, we have to use headlamps in order to be able to see anything in our bags. So this is the upstairs. That's where we eat dinner. So our morning starts out with cleaning and feeding the small birds. So I've just finished cleaning and picking up all of the leftover food from yesterday, as well as all the poop that they made a mess of. And so now it's time for feeding, which is the fun part. There's all the leftovers from yesterday, as well as some dirt and poop that got mixed in there. And here's today's meal. We've got some anxiously waiting birds. They're very hungry. We've got a bowl of goodies. We've got 3 birds waiting. They're not even gonna let me put it up there. There you go. Okay, here's another one. Put a little clamp down so they don't knock it over. So I did the small birds this morning and Steve did the kinkajous, but we'll have to go back to the kinkajous later on to give them their food. Since they're nocturnal, we feed them later on in the day so the food's not sitting out for too long. And then we dump the waste in the compost. That was maybe a little bit bigger than I expected it to be. The birds would like it. Yeah, so that's a bit more exciting. They've got a branch with some moss on it. They can kind of pick at it a little bit. And then they've got another little like tree branch up here. And if ever you finish early, you're tasked with the job of cleaning up the bodega after everyone else. And this gets done after every single round. And there's 3 rounds in the day. So we do the small birds in the morning, and now we're doing the big birds. So we fill up to this line here for the main cage, and then there's a couple small cages that get their own individual bowls. And then there's also a bowl for Mrs. Guatine. Apparently broccoli can bloom. That's really weird. The birds have a few things they get every day, like peas, yucca, bananas, and guaragua are these kind of black palm fruit to keep in water. They also get plantain, chontadura, and corn. And then they also get some other fruits and sometimes vegetables and different protein sources depending on the day. Margarita! Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Want some more snuggles? Yeah. Oh, the birdie snuggles. Oh, the birdie snuggles. Are you making a mess? She's just eating all the papaya seeds and making a mess everywhere. So there's a tiny lizard that lives in the drain pipe for the bird cage. See if we can get him on film here. Hi, little bud. Having a good time? Oh, there it goes. Hi. What you doing? No, you're not eating. You're feeding. What are you feeding?
So this is Mrs. Quatine. She's very cute and very sweet. It's feeding time, so she's running around catching all the things that the birds are dropping. She gonna go back to her little house? There's Mrs. Quatine's house right there. Oh, this is the sad-faced butterfly.
But there's some spiderweb there.
Like, look at how many little blue beetles they are. And they're like a shiny metallic blue. Jungles are crazy, the things you see. Bright yellow bug.
We're on our way right now to go see Whistler the kinkajou. He was someone's old pet, so unfortunately he can't ever be released. He is on medication right now, so we're giving him a little bit of honey with his meds just so that he eats it. So we're gonna go say hi and give his meds and see how he's doing. Hi, Whistler. Hello. Weird little guy. He likes all the snuggles. Another reason why he can't be let go. He also has some kind of mental disability. I seem to have picked up a walking stick or a stick insect. That's cool. You don't often see a stick insect with the wings out. And I'm a leaf just blowing in the wind. That's all I am. Pretty flower bug. One thing that's really nice, this is probably about the first time where I've been able to pretty much eat my heart's desire worth of fruit.
Philip.
Is it tickly? They scuffle away, you go, okay then. So right now it is pouring rain, like a proper jungle rainforest rain. Our pathway has now become a waterfall, and the river that's right next to us is so much higher than it normally is. Like, this is crazy. Like, I didn't have my rain jacket in the morning and I just got soaked. So now I'm wearing my rain jacket and it's very wet. You would not be able to get anywhere without rain boots. Like, this is crazy. So that's the pathway that we normally walk on, and it has just become a river.
Like everywhere you see water, there's not normally water. Like this is just insane. See those? That's stairs. It's not supposed to be a waterfall. There's the river. It's normally much lower than that and pretty calm. That's a wet bird hiding from the rain.
Okay, dude.
That's the tiniest praying mantis I've ever seen. Whoop!
If you've got a big worm,
Got like little circles on his side. So cool looking. He's watching me. There's Opal, waiting to be introduced to the group.
So what are you doing right now? Why? Because birds? So you're watching the birds to make sure that they have good introductions with the new bird that we added to the cage, right? Yeah, and how are they doing so far? Pretty good, that's good.
There's Paola, following 1 week in an adjacent cage and 2 days trying to bring her into the big cage. She finally decided to join the rest of the birds in the big cage, and it looks like she's fitting in pretty well. You got coconut all over your beak. What a messy bird. That is a big beetle. Oh my goodness. Speedy, scary beetle. Frog. Or toad. Pretty big toad.
Jesus, roses. That's any Spanish I saw.
Meat's tougher usually.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Oh, you get that. I think there's at least there's a couple, I think there's a million.
There's probably a couple million or something.
Yeah, but I don't.
We also released a 3-toed sloth today, which was pretty exciting. Everyone was out there looking, watching him very slowly climb the tree. So as I was on my way to visit a bird, I see a tarantula walking on my trail. Almost stepped on it. Well, maybe not quite almost, but like I was gonna be there within a couple steps. And I went, oh my gosh, and then there's a tarantula right there, which is pretty cool.
but definitely a large-sized tarantula. Don't really want to mess with him. Or her. There's Opal. She was the other bird that was introduced into a big cage. She seems to be doing pretty well. Opal grabbed the corn. That's good that she is able to get some food and isn't being bullied too much. So 1 month is almost done. Time flies so fast, it's ridiculous. I think my favorite part about Merazonia is just getting to spend time with the different birds. They're so cute and I almost can't handle the cuteness. I love Opal, she's the new one that we just added to the group. And then from the big birds, I really like Juanita. She's the little black-headed parrot that follows you and goes woo woo, and she's extremely cute. I don't know, I really love all the birds and it's really neat getting to see the different species, work with them, give them food and see how excited they get about it. Another thing that I really like is, well, we're living in the jungle and it's just really cool seeing all the different animals and things that you can find in the jungle. Like on a very frequent basis, I'm walking down the path and I see something and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a tarantula, or it's like a gigantic frog. So that's really cool. And it wouldn't be a day in the jungle if it wasn't raining. Got another very rainy day. This is usually empty.
Yeah, it's like, it's got these like ridges and it's really like sharp.
Yeah.
You can feel on your fingers.
It's hairs.
So this is one of the giant Ecuadorian worms. They often appear after rainfall, either during or afterwards. And I've been actually looking for one of these for about a month, so that's really cool that I found one myself. Yesterday they found one and brought it to me because I was really excited and really wanted to see one. So that's pretty cool that I get to see two within 2 days.
So yesterday we made this clay box, and today one of the birds is using it, so that's really exciting. Look how cute he looks in that little box. Oh, little cutie. So it's the end of our stay here at Merazonia. It's been 4 weeks and it's gone by so quickly. Last night we gave our speech, as every volunteer does at the end of their stay, and I made cookies, so that was nice. And this morning I made pancakes, and now I'm gonna go say goodbye to the birdies.